Hi, if you don't know me already, my name is Erna.mary, and today I would like to speak about 5 ways to be more organized and more productive. Anyway, if you have any questions about that or any question about business or lead generation or marketing, you can always reach out to me on the email below, or I will share in my Facebook account and my Instagram account. So anyway, let's dive in. So, first of all, you have to plan your day ahead. And one question for you: how do you feel when you have a lot of things to do or in your to-do list? So, are you feel like organized or you are not feel so like organized? And maybe you think to yourself, okay, I should have like more organization and I should do that better and that and that and that. And simply you don't feel like comfortable. And today, actually, people are totally chaotic and the phone is ringing. The woman is calling, the man is calling, husband, whatever. And things that you expected doesn't happen. And things that actually you didn't expect happen. And it takes more time that you thought, and it takes more cost than you thought. And the thing is that in our world, there is so much good stuff going on, and we are eager to take a piece of everything, and we are simply like all over the place. And we cannot be organized enough, and we cannot be organized good, right? And that is our main problem. So, the starting point of getting your life under control is just about these two things: who you really are, and if you could work at any job or any industry or any country, what would it be? So, who you really are. So, you can think about what are your natural talents and abilities, and what do you enjoy in? What do you like to do? And if you could have a magic wand, and if you are financially independent, what do you want to do with your life based on your talents and abilities? So you can think about it. So it is always think good thing to think about, simply because when I first started to think about these parts, these things, my whole life changed, literally. And my whole mindset changed, and it is actually really good stuff, right? So, and the second part, if you could work at any job, what would it be? So think about it, and what is your goal and where you would like to be, and try to stay and be focused more on your goals. And maybe if you right now ask yourself, okay, what is that here, like Stanford University 2010 exercise? So that is actually exercise and research what they've done. And it goes like, imagine that you have 20 million United USD in your bank account, and it is cash, and you have it just like for fun, right? And you have incredible illness and you only have 10 years left to live. And if you have 20 million in the bank and 10 years left to live, what choices and decision would you make for your life? Think about it. This is really, really interesting. And 20 million in the bank account and 10 years more to live. And you probably say something to yourself like, well, if I had that money and only limited time, there are certain things that I would like to do, and certain things would not be so important. And maybe those kind of certain things at the first place would be, maybe you would like to visit your grandma, or maybe you would like to visit your parents once again, right? Or I don't know, spend more times with your kid and or kids, or with your family. Or maybe if you're from United States and you've never been to Europe, maybe you would like to visit Europe, right? Or different way, like if you're from Europe, maybe you would like to visit like California or New York or I don't know what, right? So think about it. I hope that everything makes sense. And once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. So the second goal area, what do you really, really want from your life? Think about it. And if you have no limitations, if you have all money, all the time, and all the talents, and all the abilities, or if you could have anything, and what would you really want in your life? Write your goal down. And then what I encourage people to do is make a list of 10 things, just like 10 things, nothing more, and 10 goals that you would like to accomplish in the next year or so, and ask yourself this question. Simply because as the more you're thinking about your goal, the more you will become goal oriented. And there is as well the bigger chance that you will accomplish your goal, and that your goal will be like more doable for you, for yourself, right? And if you could only accomplish one goal in your life, what would it be? And actually, for most people, the biggest goal right now, and especially in this COVID time, is like a money goal. Simply because with money, you can buy anything what you like. You can buy clothes, you can buy car, you can buy house, you can buy food, you can buy everything. Or maybe you can buy even your other one, right? And but maybe for some people, for small business owners or big business owners, the biggest goal is business. And maybe for some people who have some kind of illness, the biggest goal is health. And maybe for some people who have some a relationship obstacle or relationship goal, the biggest goal is relationship, to have a healthy, good relationship, right? So actually, every of us have some different goals, and this is totally natural. This is totally okay. And if I could only accomplish one goal on this list, which one goal would have the greatest positive impact on my life? Ask yourself this question. And write it down. Write it down and think about it. And make it the organizing principle of your life. Like make it in the middle of everything. And there is something what I would like to share with you. Goethe had wonderful observation of his life. And he said, everything helps. Everything that we do helps or hurts. So once you have a clear goal, and you should simply just ask yourself, based on what I really, really like and what is really important to me, is it going to move me toward my goal or move me away? And if it doesn't move you toward what is most important to you, and what is really a very good candidate to be delegated, outsourced, downsized, or even eliminated. So think about this and give yourself opportunity to be great and work less and work more smart, simply because it is possible. And if you have your goals, and if you have a plan and program, it is totally doable. It is totally possible. So we'll move forward. The second thing is develop good habits. So before you go to the sleep, think about tomorrow and everything what needs to be done. And even my example is that before I go to the bed, or even in bed, um, I take 4 minutes. I take 4 minutes for my goal and for my orientation, to say so. So I pull up my Google Calendar and I think and I see all the things I have tomorrow on the list. And it makes my life actually so much easier, simply because I'm preparing myself psychically and I'm preparing myself physically on that what I have tomorrow, right? And the worst thing, so my opinion, I don't mean to offend anyone, but my opinion is that the worst thing what you can do is, like, I don't know, go to the bed without a plan for tomorrow or for this week, or like you wake up and the first thing what you do is sit in front of your laptop and sit on your emails, simply because I think that if you have something like that, like if you have a plan and program, you will work better, you will be more productive, you will be more organized, and you will simply work better. So, and this is example of my calendar and of my day. So actually I was always, and I'm always still early bird, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and actually I'm starting with my job at like 6:30 or 7 a.m. And not every day is the same, of course, but this is my example of one of my days. So yeah, and of course weekends are like private, and weekends are for my family and me, and I'm not working on a weekend. But still, sometimes when I have something to do on the weekend, I'm still using Google Calendar, simply because it keeps me really, really accountable and it keeps me really productive. So I hope that you have something like these two. And if you don't have, right now is the right time to make one, right? So nobody's perfect and not every day is perfect, but the system and plan you give yourself is the best chance as possible, and make sure that your most important projects get done. And especially if you have an inconsistent schedule. Simply because if you pull up your calendar, Google Calendar, Yahoo, Outlook, or everything you have, and you see, okay, today, I don't know, in 9 a.m. I have this to do, and today at 11 a.m. I have that to do, and today and at 1 p.m. I have conversation with this person, at 2 p.m. I have the another call, at 3 p.m. I have something third, and at 4 a.m. p.m. sorry, I will make like after job something, right? And you will see, but you will make your life so much easier. So create a healthy and good habits. And first of all, the most important, goal setting and goal orientation. Think about your goals. So when you go to the sleep at night and think about your goal for the next day, and when you talk to the other people, think about your goal. And that is simply because you do become what you think about most of your time. And all successful people and all wealthy people think about their goals every second, so most of their time. And when people say like that rich people just like think about money, think about success, think about business and so on, and that rich people are greedy, I'm not sharing the same opinion, simply because rich people and more successful people are more goal oriented, and they think more, and more about their goals. And to say, like, unsuccessful people, they are not thinking that way, and they are not thinking about their goals. And if you're willing to do a research, because I've done, because just I was interested in, and if you ask someone who is not so successful, what is his or hers goal and what is his vision, and they won't know the answer on this question. And that is so incredible. That is so incredible, simply because since I was a little girl, when I was like 5 years, I had a goal. When I was a 10, I had a goal. Right now, it doesn't matter how much I have a goal. And it really isn't matter how old are you or how young you are, but you should have a goal, simply because your life, business, and privately will be much, much easier, right? And then we have be result oriented and put the priorities on your list first. And if you can ask yourself, like, what do you have to do to be result oriented, and you don't know actually the right answer, ask yourself, once you have your list for the day, like once you have something what I showed you from my Google Calendar, and if I can only do one thing from this list before I was called out of my town for a month, what one activity I want to be sure to get completed, to get done, and put a circle around that and start on that activity without a break, and discipline yourself to work on that activity until it's completed. So this is so doable, that is so possible, and that is totally not hard. And maybe you are just like me, and maybe you're just like the almost every second person that you don't have like enough energy, or you're not feeling well, and maybe you have like lack of motivation, or you have a little bit like lack of discipline, and you don't want to do it now, right? But you can make it, you can do it for 5 minutes or for an hour, or I don't know, for half an hour. So you can do it. And here we have become a people oriented and reorganize that everything what you done in life was with the help or support or cooperation of other people. So always think that way. And what is that other people need and want from me? And what is that I need from them? Simply because we're all humans, and we should support each other more, right? And how can I help other people? How can I serve them better? And I don't know, have you realized that salespersons, they're always trying the way to improve themselves. They're always trying and searching the way to improve their service, their questions, their job, everything. And I'm not sure, is that because they are working like on the commission or not, but they are really like perfect, and they have so many questions, and maybe those kind of questions are really like bothering to you, and you get frustrated and everything. But I can say that some salesperson have better communication and skills that I have. So maybe not like 100%, simply because I'm really trying to always improve myself and my offer and my message and everything. But many salespeople have really like 100% great offer and message and everything. And here we have health oriented, and it means that you need to take a lot of energy to be successful. Get exercise, sleep enough, eat healthy, drink water, go out to the fresh air. You need every second to be the best version of yourself, to be really healthy, to get really, to live a really the healthy life, and to make everything perfect. Just because it is a big, great circle that you need to be that and that and that. And that is actually these 5 spots, right? And last but not least, you have to be self-disciplined. So foundation, habits that makes everything else possible, and make yourself do when you should do and what you should do and how you should do. And all ideas don't work unless you do. And you can go to the doctor, or you can go no to the fitness instructor, like example, and you can say, okay, I would like to lose some weight just because I'm feeling not good, right? And this fitness instructor say to you that, okay, but you will have to work out and you will have to change your nutrition, right? And you pick that advice, but you are not using that, and you're keeping with your lifestyle. You're not working out, you haven't changed your nutrition, and you're not going nowhere. It means that you really have to work with your ideas, and you really have to be open-minded and listen to every advice what someone said to you. So here we have increase your productivity. So most people today spending time on other more than on themselves. And I think this is not good, simply because we are putting ourselves always on the last place, and it is not good. It is not good for our mindset. It is not good for our physical health, psychical health. It is not good, simply because we are always staying with ourselves, and we should put ourselves first, right? And most people, when they wake up, when they jump out of the bed, they go to their job, and they come in their office, and the first thing they do is open their email inbox. And what's happened? It happened catastrophic, simply because in the inbox is like 1,000 messages, and you don't know where to start, how to start, for the whom to start, and you're totally distracted. You're not organized, you don't know nothing, and you have a feeling that you become like, I don't know, 10 pounds weight on your shoulder. So that's why I'm saying organize yourself and make yourself priorities and what you need to make and to do first. So the core part, don't check your email immediately when you open your eyes, because it won't take you nowhere. And in every email is someone who needs something from you or pulling from you, right? And actually, what's most people do, they open their inbox, and like I said, they don't know what to start, to whom to start, who they need to call, or what they need to answer, and they don't know nothing. And then they say, okay, but what would I supposed to do next, or what would I supposed to do today, right? And they're totally lost. The second thing, don't think that you are only making money if you are producing. You're not, simply because you can produce tons of stuff, tons of things, and you can be like zero productive. So be more productive, right? Be creative. Maybe you have some kind of idea, and maybe you think that this idea is not good enough, and that you don't have enough knowledge, and that you don't have enough skills, and that maybe your language is not good enough, and so on and so on. But maybe someone, maybe your boss or your colleague, will see this idea, and he will hear this idea, and he will actually totally like this whole idea. So I'm always for that, and this is just like my personal opinion. You should always say your idea. And organize your day from the moment you wake up. So from the moment you wake up, you can, of course, if you have, pull your Google Calendar and see what you have for today, right? Simply because, as I said, you will be much more productive, organized, and everything what is better for you. The fourth part, use your productivity sheet in 3 parts, right? And actually, this is my productivity sheet. And when I started to use sheets, I realized how my life changed and my business changed and everything changed on a better. So number 1 is projects. You can write this down if you have pen and paper. And think about, what are the 5 things that you would have to do to move your project forward or to do your work faster. And actually, projects, what are you working on? Maybe you're working in online marketing or on content creation or on relationship building, and you have some big vision and you would like to accomplish that everything until next month, say so. And okay, but you ask yourself what I should do and to whom I should write an email or to call someone or anything. And because of that, the number 2 are people category. This is really important for your performance, right? And think about, who do you need to reach out? And if you want to learn something, you have to reach out to someone, right? So think about what you should do and who do you need to call or contact. And the third part is priority category. So what are the 10 things that you have to accomplish today for your to-do list, right? That is really, really important. And my opinion is that that is actually the core part of this big sheet, right? And you have to ask yourself, what are your really prioritized today? And you have to tell yourself, I will do whatever it takes to accomplish these priorities. But to accomplish this category, maybe you need to call someone or to contact someone from this category so that you can accomplish this category, right? So I hope it makes sense. I will move forward. If you have any questions or advices or anything, you can always reach out to me once again. And after you prioritize your 10 things, then you can ask yourself, okay, who I'm going to reach out to? People category, what I said right now. And I'll do that. And if I have any more time left today, I will go to the bigger project and see what I can do and what I need and what it takes to accomplish them. And that is project category. So these 3 category are really, if you ask my opinion, the most important category for your business life, but and for your private life, right? And here we have number 5, the very actually last part in this training, and that is Google Calendar. So if you don't have one, please let's start to use one, simply because it will make your life so easier. And when I've done and when I've used like Google Calendar, that from, I don't know, mornings I'm doing like lead generation, content creation, then later I have a call, and then later I have a message with someone, and then later I have to do something. And actually I realized that I was all over the place and I wasn't productive enough. So I made my Google Calendar to look just like this. And Monday is my lead generation and email day. So it means that I'm always here, and then that I'm answering on every message what I have, and so on and so on. Tuesday is my mentorship day, and it means that I'm watching videos, reading, I'm learning how I can improve my mentorship, how I can improve myself and my program as well. Wednesday is my content day, like content creation and so on. Thursday is recording day. It means that I'm recording every video what I have, or education or training or something similar. And Friday is my CEO day. CEO, just because it motivates me to become a better version of myself. And Friday is the day when I'm checking really if everything is working and if everything is all right. It means that if I have something to improve in my Facebook community or in my Facebook group or on my Kajabi site or in my trainings or anything, then I'm doing that at Friday. And Friday I'm taking like a big picture from everything. And I need to say that when I first started to use that everything like Google Calendar and Google Calendar in this way, I am more productive than I used to be. So this is just like idea what you can use as well. And once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And question for you: how do you stay organized and prepared? So this is one really, really good question, simply because when I was asking this question first at the first place, I thought to myself, okay, I am pretty organized. And right now, like a few years after, I'm seeing that I wasn't organized and I wasn't productive as I thought, simply because I thought that I am really like productive and organized and everything. And then with the time, as more as I was learning some stuff and as more I was applying some stuff, I become more and more organized and prepared. So yeah. And I have a special offer for you. So if you have any obstacles with motivation, organization, and you don't know what to do first or how to do first, or where you should go or what you should do, and so on and so on, we can map out your 30, 60, and 90-day plan, and we can watch how your life is changing. You will become more clarity, more action, and more knowledge, and more satisfaction. I'm saying that simply because that was as well my experience. And when I mapped my 30, 60, and 90-day game plan, I finally started to accomplishing some goals and some desires. And it was really important for me, but I didn't know how to move from the same spot, how to move like step forward and not just like step backward, right? And then when I first mapped my 30, 60, and 90-day game plan, my life started to change. So if you're feeling comfortable enough, you can always reach out to me on the Facebook, Instagram, or through the email, and we can map up your game plan. And if you're willing to work for you, you can do a homework, and it would be that you should make yourself a plan, and if you're feeling comfortable, you can share it with me. So what your priorities are, what is really important for you, right? And what do you need to do to accomplish your goals? And what you truly goals are. So think about that. It is actually something what we should have like every day, literally in our mind, but we don't have. So think about it. And as I said, if you feel comfortable enough, you can always share that with me. And once again, thank you for being here with me today, and stay accountable and be unstoppable. And once again, if you have any questions, if you have any advices for me, how I can improve my offer, message, or this presentation, you can always reach out to me. Anyway, thank you and enjoy the day.